All right, so out of nowhere, the Lightyear teaser trailer just dropped, and we were expecting it in November. Rumor mill had it in November, lining up with the release of Disney's Encanto. We don't even have Turning Red yet, so I thought that October would be too early. I mean, October wasn't even a consideration for when they'd be dropping this teaser trailer, but lo and behold, here it is. I wake up to a text from my friend Michael saying, "Oh, well, they just announced Dune Part 2," and Pixar was like, "Oh, well, we can do you one better." So, and here's the thing, in terms of like big space epics, Lightyear is the film that literature nerds have really been waiting for, okay? So, I am really excited to see what this looks like. I was in complete shock, like I think many of us were, when the film was first announced, way back. It was actually November of last year when it was first announced as part of like the big investor meeting thing from Disney. And yeah, I was not at all expecting that there would come a time, especially so soon after Toy Story 4, relatively speaking soon, that there'd be another Toy Story related movie coming out from Pixar. If not a sequel, something in the I mean, I don't know if you could even say in the universe, a film from within that universe, so to speak. But yeah, no, I am very interested to see how this looks. Director Angus MacLane, always killing it. He did Toy Story of Terror, like Bernie. So, which is the Wally short for any normies out there, normie. So so let's take a look at what they've got for us. Oh, wow. Very Star Wars tech. Little David Bowie. Patrick Star Show used the same song. We're going to Dagobah? Oh man. What kind of look at close? Whoa, we got a fake cat? Some Wally looking tech. Oh, there's the suit. Okay, so we got a little Chris Evans, just a little bit of Chris Evans at the end there. Okay, one word. Okay, so that's interesting. So is To Infinity and Beyond something they just kind of say in Star Command, or did Buzz coin that, and then his friend there is like kind of you know, saying his own catchphrase back to him? I guess that'll remain to be seen. Or maybe it wasn't To Infinity and Beyond at first. Maybe it was just To Infinity is what they would say. And then he added the and beyond part. I don't know. I guess we'll see if that was a corporate slogan or not. But a lot to break down here. We can already see what jumped out to me right away that I need to talk about a little bit. You see these Zurg minions that look like the robots from the Toy Story 2 video game. The opening sequence from Toy Story 2, I mean. And yeah, you see, yeah, that's definitely what they are. They have the Z's on them, so that's the closest I can see to very direct Zurg confirmation here. Yeah, let's scrub through this again, because there's a lot going on in this. So yeah, you kind of have then that first, very, very serious, you're hearing like the command, like, chatter. Sounds very 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 legit, very like we're building up into this. It's like it's truly a space adventure. you know, it's interesting because I feel like the jury's still out on exactly how over the top it is. It seems like it's striking a balance between like, oh, kind of a more grounded feel of like one of these sci-fi movies that where they like, you know, they go to space, but it's nothing truly fantastical. But also you have some stuff in here like that, like a viney thing, there's some strange cat robot or so, and you know, and once we get more into the Zerg stuff, maybe that's when it'll get a little less realistic, so to speak, and more into like the kooky sci-fi side of things. So that'll be very interesting to see. Yeah, so then he steps out here. Okay, so then talking to somebody, some friend or whatever, put in, I don't know what this element is. Some something important. And yeah, here's this that very much looks like that kind of hologrammy, low tech, but still like futuristic tech that's used in like the original Star Wars movies. Yeah, and this is very interesting because like what's happening here? What I'm surprised by is like I feel like there isn't anything really indicating, oh well, he's like a rookie starting out in this, which is sort of like the idea is kind of like how he like earned his name, how like the legacy of Lightyear began. So it's interesting because it seems like sort of right off the bat they're like, okay, yeah, I mean you're our guy, you fly into the sun for whatever reason. I don't know why we're having you do that, but yeah, I mean obviously this could be from later on into the film, or maybe it's a subversion of this kind of rookie storyline, and it's more like, well, he already, you know, he was respected within Star Command, but this is how he really just fully became something truly majestic. Oh, Hawthorne. Okay, yeah, we got a name there. We got a name tag. Okay, so that's Hawthorne. Cool. I'm not expecting to see any Buzz Lightyear of Star Command characters, alas, alas. Yeah, I don't think at most there's maybe gonna be like a blink and you'll miss it reference to some of those characters. But yeah, I'm not expecting any Mira, Booster, or XR. But hey, I mean, we'll see. Okay, so hyper launch is what we call this. Yeah. Not hyper speed. It's hyper launch. It's our own thing. And yeah, this effect looks really cool. This is, yeah, obviously, yeah, getting into that Star Wars light speed goodness, but still having that, like that addition of that shield come up over it, which is really fun. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is when it gets more into Coruscant kind of thing. And he has a... Okay. Oh, and this is interesting. This t-shirt, a property of Star Command. It even says, oh, they own him. They own him all the way. Even when he's... I don't know if this is... Yeah, this seems like some more casual wear for him. So I don't know if they gave him this little apartment or what. But yeah, that cat is here. And it's weird given how he reacts to it later. Is it something like they remake his cat? Like, did his cat die and they made it as a robot? Is like, does he encounter something that like is mimicking his cat somehow, his beloved cat from back home? I don't know. Or maybe this is after he picks it up. It could be a bunch of things. Oh, flying through rings. Oh, nice. Superman 64 fans will be very pleased. Okay. Yeah, this is that kind of that. Oh yeah, this looks very much like Dagobah. Yeah, there's gotta at least be some sort of look. I mean, it wouldn't be Buzz Lightyear if we weren't referencing Star Wars, right? So gotta go right to it with Empire Strikes Back. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, overlooking this ship. Seems a little angry there. Things not going his way. Yeah, it looks like we're experiencing some turbulence. Okay, yeah, then this thing with the cat. This is interesting. So he's holding it, he's like inspecting it closely. Yeah, let's turn the volume back up. Reacts to it, very frightened. Oh, and there's like even like a little mouse toy on the floor near him. Okay. So yeah, what's happening there? Is it just sorry your cat died? Here's a replica of your cat, and he's looking at it like, why did they give me this? And then it like makes a sound and moves, and he's like, oh my god, I don't know. Very interesting. Okay, yeah, and it's Eric. I have a feeling that I'm really gonna like Eric. Eric is cut from the same cloth as like the Wall-E cast. Like, this is where you see those Wall-E and Bernie roots coming through for Angus MacLane. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. And it's teaching him something. Okay, years, minutes. Oh, okay, very interesting. Us, you, hyperspeed. This goes, okay. So this graph, I mean, it goes up to 4 minutes, but it also goes up to 4 years. Huh. Now, so I guess the idea is that when you go into hyperspeed, are you like aging yourself? Is that something that maybe you don't want to do because it's at risk of, you know, your body taking an immediate toll? That has to be relevant. That has to be a big story point, right? Especially if this does culminate in Buzz Lightyear making a big sacrifice that cements him as a hero. People are messaging me right now saying, Brian, the Lightyear trailer. I'm watching it right now. Yeah, but if this all is culminating in a big heroic sacrifice that really earns him the name Lightyear, then it would make sense if we go this route of like he does something and it's a risky maneuver, whether or not it really ends up taking his life or increasing his age suddenly. I mean, hey, you got Chris Evans, right? When was the last time we saw him in the Avengers franchise? Blink and you'll miss it. Went through some other time bending stuff, and he was an old man. Is that gonna happen with Lightyear? Is he gonna turn into an old guy as he enters hyperspeed to defeat Zurg? Perhaps. I don't know. I mean, but either way, you got to pay attention to that lesson. Space is a weird place. But yeah, this is probably the most, like, between, yeah, it's this and the cat that feels the most like, oh, sci-fi hijinks-y. Like, more like, almost like Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest, of course, being another 1999 comedy in which Tim Allen plays a fake spaceman confronting others who buy into the delusion of his sci-fi television world. And if I had a nickel for every 1999 comedy that did that, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right? Yeah, and then there's the Buzz Lightyear suit, the one more recognizable, the one that we all know and love from growing up. But clearly they didn't only make one, because his friend is wearing it at the end. So between that suit and To Infinity and Beyond, you know, these aren't things that just belong to Buzz Lightyear. Just so you all know, if you were under that impression, it's not true. So I guess, I mean, in that sense, it's similar to Buzz Lightyear of Star Command of like, yeah, everyone has like the Space Ranger suit, you know, which makes sense. I mean, I don't know why he would have a different suit if he's part of Star Command, especially if it has that, you know, kind of branding associated with it. Does he earn this suit? Is this suit belonging to a higher rank? Is this like, you hit the big leagues, son? Now you get this suit? Yeah, it seems like yeah, like, is the girl like his main friend in all of this? Because they're looking at the demonstration on the board together from Eric, my beloved. Do they kind of rise up the ranks together? I just saw the top comment, which is Chris Evans at it again with the not completing catchphrases and blacking out. Avengers! What are we gonna do? I don't know. We'll say it in the last movie. It's still so funny that it's Chris Evans in this, which means that, like, Tim Allen is the Jim Hanks equivalent in the real, I guess like the Pat Fraley equivalent in the Toy Story universe of like the voice that was ascribed to the toy and other merchandise. I don't even know necessarily if I'll watch the next trailer after this, because I feel like for a teaser trailer from Pixar, this showed quite a bit, you know, especially after, I mean, that announcement. They don't usually do like announcement trailers. I don't think they had ever done it before Lightyear, but that was literally just logo, okay, we're out, which is all you needed to make me go like, what? But this, no, you got a bunch of different shots, a bunch of different settings, characters, some dialogue even, yeah, so, like, I already got a pretty good feel from this, so maybe I'll just avoid the rest of the promotion and go into the movie as blind as possible. Because this was great. This was a great teaser trailer because it's giving me plenty to speculate about. I'm getting a sense of the tone, the atmosphere, all of that good stuff, but has not given away anything about the plot whatsoever. Don't really, and I wonder if people are going to be like, well, "What the heck is going on in this movie?" It's a teaser trailer, y'all. It's a teaser trailer. We're not supposed. This is how it's supposed to be. This is good. This is good. Not giving everything away, but you showed me a lot, which may have been a mistake because I'm gonna obsess over it and I'm gonna figure it out anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is this all just it's the experience, the origin story of a space ranger? The definitive origin story of Buzz Lightyear, the hero who inspired the toy, introducing the legendary space ranger who would win generations of fans. Yeah, like it's again interesting the way they phrased it. It goes back to all the memes from when they first announced it of like, no, it's about the human who inspired the story of Buzz Lightyear. So like this, when you describe it like that, it makes it sound like, oh, this isn't like a movie that exists in the Toy Story universe. This is like something that really happened in the Toy Story universe, and then they made toys about it, which that would be very weird. And I don't think that's what this is. I guess we'll see. I mean, they might not even connect the dots enough in the actual movie itself. Like, I guess it could be left open to your interpretation, but I don't know. The Toy Story universe that Andy, Bonnie, and everybody lived in didn't seem like one where like this kind of stuff actually happened. I guess we'll see just how grounded it truly is in terms of the sci-fi stuff. But I mean, even this is feels like it'd be pushing it, and you know, I don't know, there'd be a different context surrounding Buzz Lightyear. I think if it was like based on a real guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we shall see. We'll see if this ends up being hashtag poorly aged things or not. But yeah, I'm really curious to see where this goes. Please, yeah, tell me what you think. I feel like there's going to be a lot of different opinions about this one, but I'm really interested. It's cool to see Pixar get to tell because I mean, it feels very separate from Toy Story. This is like, aside from taking the character of Buzz Lightyear, and like using elements from his iconography as like a mood board. Like it basically is just, hey, we're Pixar, we're doing this crazy high budget sci-fi adventure story that like is probably, like it's going to be really like overwhelming and large scale and whatnot, and we're going to use the fact that it's associated with Buzz Lightyear to sell tickets, but still it's like, this feels emblematic of the Pixar that we're getting to under Pete Docter's direction, because ever since he stepped up, I mean, he even said, he was like, we made a lot of sequels in a row, probably too many, and now we really want to get the company back to doing these original films. And, I mean, that's exactly what they've been doing. And even though this is technically a franchise film, it's still, they found a way for it to be like as original of an endeavor. But I'm sure nonetheless, there's a lot appealing to me as a Toy Story superfan here. But it's also just going to appeal to me as a Pixar fan. I love seeing them do crazy new stuff, and I'm glad they'll have the cushion of it being, hey, it's Buzz Lightyear, so you got to go see it, Yeah, so okay. All right. So hopefully it's still, they said 2022. Okay, and it's still in the description, it still says June 17th, 2022. All right. They're still doing their weekend from that Pixar has been doing for a long time. They're like, this is ours, and it's in theaters. They just say in theaters. Nothing about Disney Plus. So Hopefully, the pandemic is fully over by then, which I doubt, but who would have thought? Who would have thought the last time I was recording a Toy Story teaser trailer reaction that, oh, well, like, next time I do this, the world will be in a global pandemic. I mean, maybe, hey, maybe I thought it'd be so far off that some sort of dystopian future like that could exist. But what better hero to save us than Buzz Lightyear himself? And with that, I leave you to infinity and line